Good evening, and welcome to Grow with IPED. Well, hello, December. Yes, we are in the month of December. Yesterday, I was reflecting on the year and the intentions I set at the beginning of the year. Even amidst the lights and the food and the shopping, the hustle and the bustle, it's also a good time to make amends and tie up loose ends, finish off what you have started as we approach the end of this year. Grow with IPED comes to you with the compliments of the Institute of Private Enterprise Development, IPED. Everywhere in Guyana for everyone in Guyana. I am Carlotta Budi, and I thank you for joining us. At IPED, our vision is to improve livelihoods by building sustainable, and I like to stress that word, sustainable micro and small enterprises. Additionally, we provide business guidance, technical assistance, and loans. As we are in the month of December, are you thinking about increasing or expanding your business in response to the needs of the market for the season? Do you have the financing to do so? Remember, your cash flow is critical to growth and sustainability. So you may need to increase your cash in order to expand. And some people engage in new and specific ventures geared for the holidays. I've noticed tons of advertisement on social media. Christmas cakes and desserts, decorations, party outfits. Every time you go on Facebook, you see another sponsored ad about clothing for parties for old years. So people are getting into specific ventures that's targeting the season. So do you have the finances for these ventures? Remember, it may not be prudent to use your existing capital. So this week, I want to encourage you to talk to us about a seasonal loan. This is particularly geared for you to expand for a particular period. Like for Christmas, you should have borrowed already, perhaps November, December, January. It is specific. So talk to your officer if you're a client, and you'll get that loan for this expanded activity. And if you're not a client of IPED, then this is your opportunity to borrow this loan for the season. So after the music break, we're going to go enjoy some Christmas music. I'm going to invite my colleague, Mr. Shauna Dainty, to talk to us about budgeting. It is Peter Drucker who said, if you don't know where you're going, you wouldn't know where, or you wouldn't know when you get there. So a budget is one such document to help you chart your entrepreneurship journey. So we will talk this evening about budgeting. What is it? What is this used for, and how you can do it? Ms. Dainty will guide you through the steps after this music break. I will be back. The Institute of Private Enterprise Development is committed to improved livelihoods by building sustainable micro and small enterprises. IPED provides business guidance, technical assistance, training, and finance to micro and small business entrepreneurs, enabling them to build sustainable enterprises. Our training series is geared to enhancing your chances of business success. This module, Budgeting for Micro and Small Businesses, is intended to equip you, our client, with the tools for more effective financial decision making. I encourage you to get some writing paper and a pen to make some notes as Mrs. Tashana Dainty, Finance Manager, gives you valuable information on budgeting for micro and small businesses.
Greetings and welcome to our presentation on budgeting for micro and small businesses, planning for the future. What is a budget? A budget is an estimation of future income and expenses. What are your future plans for your business? How much activity do you expect to have? Why prepare a budget? You prepare a budget to determine whether there are sufficient funds to sustain your operations. You prepare a budget to track income and expenses based on past trends or future expectations. You prepare a budget to improve the financial situation of the business. Without a budget or a plan, it is easier for you to overspend, ultimately affecting the growth of your business. How to prepare a budget? In order to prepare a budget, you will need to compile the following key information. Item 1, revenue. Identify streams of income for the business. For example, as a barber, your main stream of income would be cutting hair. Other streams of income may be selling hair products or beverages. Item 2, fixed expenses. Expenses that are incurred regardless of the increase or decrease in business activity. For example, your rent or your internet charges. Item number 3, variable expenses. Expenses that fluctuate based on the activity of the business. For example, consumable supplies. You would be consuming your hair supplies based on your activity. Item number 4, determine whether there are one-off expenses. For example, if you have to spend funds to repair or maintain your premises. Finally, use the information gathered to estimate projected profit or loss for the period. On the screen is an example of a simple budget format. As a hairdresser, your income might be rental of spaces, sale of hair supplies, sale of beverages, and sale of stocks. Your expenses, fixed, would be rent, internet, and maybe payroll for yourself. Variable expenses would be the water that you use, hair supplies, other supplies, and telephone charges. One-off expenditure might be to repair the office space or to purchase new chairs. Your total expenses will be deducted from your total income and give you your profit or loss for the period. Using the budget as a guide. A budget is not set in stone and therefore should be used as a guide in future planning. Make notes about assumptions used in the compilation of the budget. Did you project extra growth because of something that is going on in your environment? Did you estimate that it's going to be slow because of activity? Once the budget has been prepared, it will be useful to phase the budget based on the expected activity or activities for each month of the year. Finally, the budget should be compared to the actual performance of the business to assist in determining reasons for variances and ways to improve performance. Budgeting tips. Keep business and personal transactions separate from each other. This will improve your ability to assess the operations of the business. If you are receiving funds from overseas and you use those funds in your business, you will need to account for those funds as an investment. If you do not, you may think that you are having a profit when ultimately you are making a loss. Plan for capital expenditure. The purchase or replacement of fixed assets should be planned in advance. Fixed assets are assets that will be used in the business for more than 1 year. For example, your hair cutting machines or your barber chairs. Put aside funds for taxes. As a business owner in Guyana, taxes are payable quarterly in advance. That means you will have to pay your taxes before you earn your income. At the beginning, you can use your budgeted profits as a start to calculate your estimated tax expense. Then move towards a calculation based on your prior year's earnings. Keep all of your receipts. It makes it much easier to account for your spending. Big and small spending all add up. Negotiate with your suppliers. Look for ways to benefit from reduced pricing, whether through bulk purchasing or buying wholesale, or paying off an account early to benefit from the cash price. For example, paying your loan payments early, you can benefit from reduced interest. Be flexible. If there is a slowdown in business operations, look for ways to cut costs that will have the least effect on the quality of goods or services you provide. For non-essential items, you can buy them used or refurbished. This will assist in efficiently managing costs. For example, if you need furniture, you can buy furniture that has already been used and that will be purchased at a reduced cost, giving you more funds to be used in your business. Manage debt closely. A loan can push a business in the right direction. However, being late on loan payments can affect the credibility of the business. Budget for a year of loan payments to ensure that the business can sustain the investment. Volunteer at local events. This is an inexpensive way to expand your reach as a business, and it serves as free advertising. Include insurance expenses in your budgeting. Making small insurance payments now can really sustain a business in the event of an unexpected occurrence. What can you take away? Using these tips, along with the expertise or knowledge you have garnered while operating your business, will contribute to the future growth of your business. As a benefit to our clients, IPED provides business guidance and financing that can boost your business. Get going, keep growing with IPED.
IPED, everywhere in Guyana for everyone in Guyana. Thank you, Ms. Dainty, and I hope that you have been able to gather some useful information that you will put to good use. You will actually make a budget for the new year. So at IPED, we have offices in 8 of the 10 administrative regions, and we visit Region 7 and Region 8. We have moved. Our Mabaruma's office is now at Kumaka Tarmac. Our Cottonfield office is temporarily relocated to 16 Cottonfield between, there are about 4 businesses in that building. So we are between Hand in Hand and Shooters Sports Bar. The office that was located in Vredenhoop, we have moved that office and it is now in Port Droin. Is it at Lot C Klein, Port Droin on the west bank of Demerara. If you're in Region 1, you can have our services in Mabaruma and Port Kaituma. In Region 2, remember we are now at 16 Cottonfield, next to the Hand in Hand, and we are also in Charity in WD's Mall. If you're in Region 3, we're in Purika, Hydroni Purika, and we are there on Sundays and not on Wednesdays because Sunday's a big business day, and we're in Klein, Port Drawing. If you're at Region 4, we have two offices, one in our head office, South Road Border, that's next to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and then there's one in Luziknan. If you are in Region 5, then 55 Section B, Rosignol, we are there. That is the three-story building just before Rosignol School Street, right? And then in Region 6, we are very pleased to serve you 3 offices, New Amsterdam, Port Morant, and then all the way to Riverton. So it depends on where you're located. You can decide which is closer. You go to New Amsterdam in the DSL building, or Port Morant just before Spready's Bakery, and or Riverton in the Anamaya's building. Region 7, we're in Bartica, but we visit. That office is served by the office in Purika. So if you would like to meet someone to talk about loans, you can call the Purika office and they will tell you when they're visiting. But they can, remember, you don't have to go to an office to apply for a loan. We can do that remotely. Region 8, Madia, that is served remotely, and you can call Miss Kanisha Smith or WhatsApp her on 600-6506. Of course, we were in Central Lethem, Region 9, and Region 10, we were in Linde in the Hand in Hand building. So IPED is everywhere in Guyana for everyone in Guyana, and we are here to partner with you to see your business go, to start up, and to grow, to expand. You can call us for an appointment or you can WhatsApp us on 608-4096 or 608-8920, and you can get more information. Remember, we have a Facebook page. You can go on Facebook as well. We have a website, www.ipedgy.com, and you can get a lot of information. You can apply for a loan there too, and someone will call you to complete your application, right? So as we come to the end of our program this evening, I want to remind you to pay your installments on time. And I say this every week because you want to protect your credit rating, your character. Remember, we have a credit bureau here in Guyana, and this information is collected, and it certainly would impact your ability to access finance. Actually, maybe next week I'll ask Mr. Robert Williams to talk to you a lot about credit rating and how you protect it. So pay your installments at any of our offices everywhere in Guyana for everyone in Guyana, any bill payment facility or at the post office. And of course, you can use MMG. Stay right where you are at your business and pay your installments. Remember, this month is not only Christmas and Kwanzaa, but it is also HIV/AIDS Awareness Month. Last year at IPED, we had a presentation as we recognized HIV/AIDS awareness, and it was quite surprising to see that the rates of infection still very high. We don't talk about it much, but it's still impacting many lives. Of course, if you're on your antiretroviral, which you should get on if you're infected, and and be very compliant, then you can live a very long, meaningful life. So find out more about HIV AIDS, what's happening in our country, do some research, talk to people, get tested. And then it's also Universal Human Rights Month, human rights. We need to pay attention to that, understand what these rights are in the month of December, December 10th. So it's more than Christmas. It's a lot of other things that we should be thinking about in this month. So I thank you for spending these moments with me here on Grow with IPED. This program will be rebroadcast on Channel 9 on Sunday at 8:30. And please visit and like our Facebook page. Remember, you can also apply for a loan. Inbox us, and you can go to our website www.ipedgy.com. Next week, I'll invite you to join me again Friday here on NCN at 7:30, and then Sunday 8:30 on HBTV 9 for another program of Grow with IPED. So let's all get going and keep growing with IPED. Good night.